From bad to worse on the southern border, a large caravan of more than 1,000 undocumented migrants crossing illegally into El Paso. That was on Sunday, yesterday? Yeah. Oh my God, it's Monday. Hello. It is being called the largest caravan in years, and that's saying something. On top of that, we're now less than 2 weeks away from the expiration of Title 42. That will allow the feds, that's like next week, December 21st. That will allow the feds to expel migrants under a public health emergency. That could make matters a little bit worse and more incentive for people to come to this country. Will images like these continue to be the new normal? Joining me now to discuss, host of Lawrence Jones Cross Country on the Fox News Channel. It is Lawrence Jones, newly 30.
Well, hello.
Well, hello to you.
I am newly 30.
Yes.
I feel it in my back.
Yeah, I know you don't. Oh my God. You're a child. So you have been on the border for years now.
Yeah.
How much worse is it now than it was when you first started covering some of these crossings?
I mean, before, to the Trump's credit, he had a working relationship with the Border Patrol, and they were trying to solve the problem. They were going on the offense. And so the migrants, illegal migrants, didn't feel like they could go. There was a lot of gotaways because people were trying to evade the Border Patrol. Now what you're seeing at the border are migrants that are just turning themselves in. They know all they have to do is turn themselves in. They'll get their notice to appear, which is like 2 years out, and then they get released into the country. And the Biden administration has created a magnet for these individuals. And the interesting thing about this is that there was once this division in the Democratic Party. But if you look at all those border towns that are Democrat cities, by the way, who are mostly minority, Hispanic, black folks, white folks, they are anti this. They're like, get in line, reform the system, but you just can't take over our town. The hotels are full. The Border Patrol is overworked. And then they had that huge scandal accusing them of whipping the migrants when they know it was dishonest. We saw the reports and the emails going back and forth.
Even the photographer was like, yeah, no, I was there. I took the picture. They weren't whipping migrants.
The guy was stealing a lady's purse. So, again, this is a real problem for the Democrats. I don't think that they are looking at this issue long term. I think they see it, look, nationwide, we may be able to galvanize some voters. But when you look at those Hispanic areas that are pretty conservative, they don't like the Democrats on this issue.
No, especially if you talk to people who came into this country, like my mom, and they waited in line, they went through the process. I'm not speaking for my mom, but for a lot of people, it's unfair because it takes a lot of time and money and work, and it's very difficult to become a citizen of this country. You have to love this country, you have to want to do it and want to put the work in. And when you've done that and you see people getting in scot-free, it's a little frustrating. And it just goes to show you, we do have a broken immigration system.
We do, and you and I admit this all the time and say Congress should come together and stop using this as a political football. But it's not a binary choice. It's not one of those things that says, you know, until Congress fixes the issue, that we can just storm the border. I mean, and that's what's happening. And all these
folks,
folks,
telegraphing.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what people have internalized.
And you have so many people that are so compassionate. And I go down to Texas, and, you know, I'm from there, born and raised. And it seems like the frustration gets worse and worse, where they used to be so compassionate, now they're just mad as hell. And by the way, when are we going to start talking about the criminal enterprise? This is why I say this should be an entire crime scene. Those kids are raped on this journey. You got people, if you go to the border,
that's what parents are incentivized to do.
You got dead bodies everywhere.
Pay someone thousands of dollars to take their kid.
That's exactly right.
And kids are being abused, exploited, and they are dying. It is unacceptable. That is not America, but you are, and you go cross-country giving it to us all, Lawrence Jones.
I'm trying.
Thank you for being here.
You're 31. We're going to try to make it better.
You know we are. I can't wait. Man, when he hits 40, we're all going to have our own private planes. I can't wait.